Everyone, it's Matt, and in this video, we are going to be discussing a very thought-provoking question when it comes to retroactive jealousy. And that question is, are you suffering from retroactive jealousy or experiencing conflicting values with your partner? I'll give you my take on this subject and what I've come to learn over the last several years, helping people one-on-one, and even in my own life and relationship, what I've come to discover. So by the end of this video, I think you'll have pretty much a clear idea if this is actually retroactive jealousy or if you are experiencing conflicting values between you and your partner. So make sure you stick around for that. And of course, before we get started, if you could real quick just smash the like button so we can get this video out to more people that need to see it. And also, I just launched my brand new course, the Break Free from Retroactive Jealousy OCD program. It's a video course with a series of lessons and exercises to help you break free from these painful thoughts of your partner's past. The thought loop from hell, I like to call it. So in the course, I'll show you exactly what you can do each day to start feeling peace of mind once again, not only in your life, but in your relationship as well. And more information is in the link in the description below. So check that out. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. I guess the question we need to find out is, what is a value? Okay, what are values? So let's pull out the online dictionary here and we'll get the exact definition of what it says. So it says that values is defined as a person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. Ooh, judgments. I could go on a whole nother topic and talk for hours about judgments and labels, but we'll refocus here. So a person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. So basically, what we feel is correct, what we feel is the correct way you should behave, the correct way you should act, the correct way you should think. The thing is with values, most of our values are super flexible, okay? Like, we may feel a certain way about things, but that doesn't automatically mean we shun everyone who doesn't agree with us.
Unshun, never, reshun.
Like, you might hold the value that, taking care of your body is very important, right? Eating healthy foods, exercising, taking care of your body. But you might have a best friend who is extremely overweight and eats cake and buffalo dip every day. Okay, it doesn't mean it's a deal breaker and you can't be friends with this person. In fact, you might indulge and eat some cake with him sometime, Okay, you could hold values that align more on like the right side of the political spectrum, but you might have good friends or even your own partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, who are aligned more with the left side of the political spectrum. Okay, doesn't mean you can't get along, doesn't mean you can't find middle ground. And even if you can't find middle ground, you probably still maintain a wonderful relationship. You just don't bring up politics, right? Now, I get these values don't reflect, sex or anything like that, but is there really a difference? Could be, okay. Maybe you hold the value that cheating is bad in a relationship and nobody should ever cheat, right? I bet a lot of people hold that value. But that doesn't mean you can't be with a person that has cheated before in the past. Okay, that happens all the time. Okay, my wife doesn't agree with cheating, and I've cheated on previous girlfriends, but still she married me, right? But she knows that I'm not the same person anymore, right? She knows I would never do that to her. Or let me correct that statement. She's confident enough to know that if I did ever do that to her, she would kick me to the curb and totally be okay and live a successful life without me. The thing is, our past doesn't define us because we use it as a platform to build us into who we are right now in this moment. We are constantly changing all the time, all the time. Who we are yesterday isn't who we are today. Who we are 1 minute ago isn't who we are now. We are constantly learning and constantly growing. And most of the time we grow and learn from our mistakes, right? If someone looked at my life prior to 2017 and then looked at it now, they wouldn't think it was the same person. They'd say, huh? No, there's no way. Values change. Look at the world around us. Okay, people are becoming more open to things. Their values are changing on a constant basis, what they believe to be right versus wrong, so on and so forth. Like you look at something like women's rights, women's voting. Okay, like 100 years ago or whatever, maybe it wasn't even that long ago, nobody thought women should vote. Like even women, some women didn't think women should vote, right? And now in this day and age, I don't think there's a ton of people who are against that, right? At least here in America, like we want that equality, right? Same thing with like same-sex marriages. Okay, 10 years ago, you really couldn't even do that. Uh, I don't think really anywhere in the United States, maybe like a couple states. Okay, but now people are much more kind of open to this idea. It might not align perfectly with some values, but they're more open to this idea. So since we are always changing, okay, always learning, always growing, always trying to be better than we were yesterday, it's not really fair to judge people based on things from their past. So I'm going to jump straight in and be completely honest with you. If you are struggling with this, obsessive OCD thoughts of your partner's past, chances are, like 99.9% chance, you are not experiencing conflicting values in your relationship. Chances are you are looking at conflicting values as an excuse as to why you feel that way about your partner's past. Now, I get the word excuse is kind of harsh. It's kind of a harsh word because you aren't deliberately doing that, but our brain always tries to find a reason why we are feeling the way that we're feeling. And our ego doesn't want to blame ourselves. The ego doesn't want to get damaged. So we tend to externalize our problems and say, I feel bad because of what that person did. If that person just didn't do that, I'd feel good. If that person just thought the same way I did, I'd feel good. The problem is that's not true, and that's not life. Okay, life is an internal game, and once we can work to silence our ego and put an end to this vicious thought cycle and get our brain back to working normal again, processing information normal again, we'll be able to see that so much more clearly. And chances are you'll be able to see that your partner and you are actually a great match, and you really don't care what happened in their past really that much. I know for me, I went through that struggle a little bit. Is this relationship I'm in actually compatible? And am I compatible with her? And I mean, because look at the stuff that they did in their past. How could they do something like that? Do they have no morals? Ooh, gross. You shouldn't act like that. You should, have been able to see that that was a bad choice and that was a mistake. All these thoughts that I would have. Okay, it was very easy to point the finger and say, I don't agree with that. But the problem is, I did similar things like that too. So, how is it fair for me to say, I don't agree with that? That's wrong, yet I did similar things, and probably in the same situation, I would have done the exact same thing. Again, it comes back to the ego. So, how can you really tell if you have conflicting values? If the things your partner did in the past is a complete deal breaker for you and you cannot move forward with this relationship? Here's the answer. Here's the answer that I found that works the most, really, that can give you that clear, precise answer. In your quietest, calmest, most peaceful moments of your day or of your week, when you are, the most clear-headed, deep down, do you question if you should be with them? Or in that calm moment, do you get more rational thoughts of, you know what? No, I love this person. I want to be with them. They're wonderful to me. Like we're perfect for each other. I just want these thoughts to stop. And again, I don't care what you're thinking when your anxiety is through the roof and the thoughts are coming in, coming in, coming like crazy to no end. In that moment, you're going to think a lot of things. But in the moment of silence, maybe you only get it, a few minutes a week. I don't know. But in that moment when you feel the most calm, what do you feel about your partner and your relationship? I'm guessing you feel like you want to be with them. Okay, if you are here now seeking help watching these videos, chances are it is not conflicting values. Chances are you know deep down that you want to be with this person. That maybe you don't agree with what they did, but if you can just stop thinking about it so much, you'd be fine. Chances are if you knew it was conflicting values, you would take your own action and just, I know I need to end this relationship, so I'm going to end it. But again, the fact that you are here watching these videos, trying to find ways out of these thoughts, leads me to believe that it has nothing to do with values. And once these highly charged, painful thoughts stop happening all the time, You'll be feeling totally wonderful in your life, totally wonderful in your relationship. And even if there was some type of value or thing that you don't agree with your partner, it's something that you can let go of when the time comes and not be so attached to it like you might be right now. Okay, conflicting values more than anything comes up usually having to do with religion or a very strong set of like cultural beliefs. You know, someone who has a very deep set of religious values. I mean, I don't know, I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about other religions of the world, but let's say there's a religion or belief system that, you know, women cannot have sexual partners before marriage. And if a man marries someone who is, you know, not a virgin but doesn't find out till later, you know, they believe since he committed that sin, their whole family, their whole reputation is ruined, and all of them are going to be struck by lightning or burned to the ground. Or even somewhere I've seen that if a man marries a woman who's not pure, he will be murdered. Now, that's probably a major confliction of values, okay? But chances are that person wouldn't be coming here to seek help. They would just say, okay, no, that's against my religion, that's against my culture. Like my family's reputation depends on it, my life depends on it. I can't move forward with this relationship. And then boom, that's it. It's done. They'd end it. Most religions anyway deal with a big forgiveness factor, right? And finding a way to forgive and move forward and be kind, loving, and accepting, and a, you know, non-judgmental person. So again, more than likely, if you are a religious person and your religion doesn't deal with getting murdered by not agreeing with something, again, it's probably not conflicting values. You have it within you to forgive them and move forward. Okay. The goal is to get these thoughts to stop coming in every moment of every single day. So my advice to you is to move on from this idea that there are conflicting values. Okay, I'm very, very confident that it is not, that it all comes down to the anxiety surrounding these thoughts. And once the anxiety goes away, the thoughts will go away and you can enjoy your life, enjoy your relationship once again. So keep putting in the work each and every day. You'll be glad you did. And when you break free out of these thoughts, you'll look back and realize even if some values did conflict a little bit, it would have been just silly to end the relationship over it. Okay? You love your partner for who they are now, and you are with them for who they are now. So start enjoying the moments you have together now. That's what's important. And you'll see that so much more clearly the more you begin to overcome this. Again, if you want more help in overcoming these intrusive thoughts about your partner's past, they keep coming and coming and coming and seem to have no end. Again, check out my brand new course, Break Free from Retroactive Jealousy OCD. I'll give you the straight and simple, tell you exactly what you need to do through a series of exercises and activities to begin weakening this OCD thought cycle and begin feeling clarity and peace of mind once again in your life and your relationship. Again, the link for that is in the description below for you to enroll. That's it for me today. Make sure you smash that like button so we can get this video out to more people, and subscribe if you have not done so already. I hope you have a marvelous day, and we'll see you in the next video.